That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Second 90, black 15. Orange ball 4.
Hey, we got four down.
Hey, easy. Hey,
here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
1-yard gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Kill. Turn up.
go orange. Bravo.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Red Delta! Hey, Foxtrot.
Bring it.
3rd and long for Rivers. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Amendola set to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
From the 50, Stafford. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check. Lucky.
Like 7. 22 jet bomber. Hey.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, Delta.
And bring it.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Set. Blue 60.
Check 55, Mike.
32. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the play.
Throwing again. Stafford escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Amendola, he was the intended target. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. The catch made by Miller. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Rivers on the money, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Ready! Block 11!
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Monday.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Brought down back at the 32.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, 54.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 55.
Five.
Rip left.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford, he's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Mike 42, check.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yellow 80!
48th month. I got it. Check your heart rate.
Hey, 70!
48th month. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check.
General West, 59! Hey, seam 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
You got it. You got it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go. Check 26. Check 180.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain there of 21 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set 180! Set 180! Load it!
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Rivers. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try by Bailey. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to the score, Vikings 14, Lions nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal. Stafford, blitz coming, and down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, exit.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. 53. Ready.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
12.
They run, Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Wait, 89.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nick Bawden, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A second down run for Abdullah. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Now, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, Rivers. It's complete. Abdullah. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here comes Amendola. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, Johnson. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Big 20.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
55, move. Bring it. Zero. Show it in. He's coming. 6-6. Bullet.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers to the right side, complete to Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
21. Hey, Zoo. Mike 48. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Stafford. Flushed out right. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
42. Hey, orbit. Omaha, ready, move. Hey, Echo.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 47. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, high 7. Mike 48. Your track.
From the 44, Stafford flushed to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Let's go now, let's go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check. Alert. Here we go. Slam.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Anderson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Go. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, Mike.
Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Black 15!
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, ready!
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers on target over the middle to Hill. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Rivers gets this one to Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Throwing is Stafford. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point. Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Hey, Brown 80! Watch the screen! Cluster! 50 behind!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Abdullah. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. And Hill with it over the middle. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
390. 51. We ain't giving them nothing. Mike 51.
Now Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
21. Here we go again. Check.
48 for Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A gain there of 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down. It's Anderson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Shift. Omaha, ready, move. Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, we're okay. Set, 180. White.
Here's Rivers. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Throwing Rivers. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Hey, box drop.
Rivers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Rivers to throw. And this is incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now Rivers on 4th down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.